14 minutes early because I've, for the most part, I've had a busy day and I haven't done anything with PSO2, and I realized I don't have much time if I want to go in. And if something pops up during, how do I put this? If something pops up as soon as I log in, it's gonna be really, really not good if I skip it. But hey, welcome. It's Wednesday. I've been out all day long, so I couldn't do this. Why is it low? Oh, I know why it's low. Fuck. Hold on. Give me a second. Yoink, yoink, volume mixer. And yep. There we go. There we go. Now it's significantly loud enough. There's dragons. Look at this. This is totally what Phantasy Star Online is about. Castles and dragons. I mean, granted, there's been dragons in other games. Swords and shields. And look, everybody else is here. We made it to Phantasy. We made it to episode 5. We're almost caught up with the Japanese. Hold on. I was playing around with the Braver class earlier in the week while I was fiddling around with stuff. Warning, episode 5 has been released. Check all this cool shit out. We're still in the middle of Sakura Wars. Everybody has new client orders. I've been given permission to raise your class level limit to 90. If you are improving your ability, you don't need a permanent exam. Keep up the good work. Oh god, I can't move. Your collection folder has been updated.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to change my class, please. Whoops. Wait. No. Yes, wait. What do I have to do? Will become in any class reaches level 75 of completing client order once. You will no longer any of your classes. So all I had to do was reach 75. Good thing I have 280 classes.
Feel free to stop by anytime.
Whoops, I need to equip my weapon again. In fact, I should put the other weapon up. Because I'm not going to be fucking around as a bracer anytime soon. And then I want to equip... Whoops. I also need to re-equip this enemy again. Wait, it's this one. Same thing with the ring. Doot doot doot. There we go. Look at him, Megumi. count. We got Ark's Handbook campaign. We got 2 ticket, 20. Oh, 100,000. And of course, free reset, which we'll do later, just not now. I need to reset things anyways. Yeah, it seems like alternative methods to not seeing ads on Twitch are not working. It seems like Twitch really wants people to do the thing. Granted, I do not like it when they do that thing. Acquire a new frontier, reach level 5, 90, sorry. Okay.
Which quest are you up for?
We're just gonna... Whoa, okay. More extreme quests, elite training, madness, and phantasms.
Come back anytime.
Either way, we're just gonna hop right into this story. Because we got the Photoner story. There's some expeditions too. Let's see. Oh, nope, there aren't. I guess I don't unlock those expeditions until later.
As we ponder drastic countermeasures against the new profound darkness, an extra-dimensional planet lies waiting beyond a connected subspace. Its name, Earth.
It's a recap episode.
Following a series of disturbances that shook Earth to its core, the state of Arx had been changing. While photons exist, the profound darkness will return, no matter how many times it is slain. But we were closer than ever to pulling it out at the root, and preventing anyone else from suffering in its cataclysmic wake.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one a couple of times. Don't you want to have a Travis Scott meal? You can get it at the McDonald's for $6. Oh wait, no, I can't say that. That's not an endorsement. I am not talking about it. Hey, look, it's a Profound Darkness again. I am here.
Shao? We're here.
Zhao got a
Haven't
redesign.
seen you two in ages. You look tense. Are you okay?
I'm good. We've all worked
I don't understand why the weird interdimensional beings need to have a redesign and update their faction.
to relax.
Fashion,
But don't
not
worry.
faction.
You two have my full support.
Okay, you two. It's time to take back Persona.
Seeking the Hand of Salvation. Of course we're going to do this on hardcore. I'm level 80. Even though the cap is now in level 90.
While Persona is playing host to the profound darkness, it's still fighting its control. Every time Arx fights the profound darkness and starts to weaken it, Persona pushes back time. They rewind time to the point just before the profound darkness's revival over and over again.
We can't just leave them like that. We have to save them, right?
Yes, we do. We need to save Persona,
This is core,
who is me from the future.
something you know better than anyone. Saving them won't be possible unless we sever their tie to the profound darkness. And even if we do save them, the profound darkness will seek out a new host body.
Well, me from an alternative future in which Matoi died and I became a Dark False. And I called myself Persona.
The profound darkness altogether. We've just never
Just do it again.
Managed to analyze the Ame no Murakumo's abilities and replicate them. Your tie with Persona. Your weapon. Here it is.
I don't want the dual blade thing.
I entrust
Oh.
this power to you. You should be the one.
I mean, technically time is a dimension. It's the fourth dimension. So yeah, I would assume that wormhole, anything that is above time would be the fifth dimension.
If you can sever Persona from the profound darkness, the two of you can wake Persona up together.
Absolutely. I've got so very much to say, right?
If I fuck Persona, is that self-cessed or like... Time to do this fight again! Whoop! Oh, we're just going right into the final form? Right. Damn it! There we go. Two. Matoi even doing like any damage? I guess she is. Okay, here's the dumb fight with myself.
Completed.
Oh, that's it? We did it! It's really easy because it's just the same fight again. Hopefully nothing goes wrong.
I'm getting readings from Persona. You take it from here.
Right. It's time for us to...
We do cool fight scenes.
What's this? Why is it getting all bendy?
Space-time interference? Where is it trying to jump? And why?
Shit.
Readings! Gone! Tracking over!
Calm down, Sierra. There's nothing to trace. No signs in the area. We've completely lost them.
If you don't know who Zhao is, watch fucking or the VA. The VA for Zhao is Zach Angular. He's the guy who voices Kokichi in the JoJo Part 4 and the Part 5. So I can't not hear the Kokichi. Where did we go?
Report from Earth Guide. No sign of our friend on Earth either, they say. I see. An urgent transmission from an operator. Is this a telescopic image? Space is warping. Is it a black hole? Those aren't terribly rare, but they sure don't just pop out of nowhere. It's not a star's gravitational collapse. It's an intermediate mass. Observed values are coming back negative. Its expansion velocity is crazy. If it keeps expanding at its current pace, it'll consume the whole universe. This black hole defies all logic. Oh, what's going on here? Does it have something to do with their disappearance? It's hard to rule it out based on the timing. I'll continue looking into both matters.
Sorry for the wait, ladies. I see you've been apprised about the black hole. That'll save me some time. I've got 2 pieces of news. First, the good news. We've located a reading.
Really? Then we have to save them!
Not so fast, Matoy. Next, the bad news. The reading is coming from inside the black hole.
Are we the black hole?
It's the one and only absolute rest frame. The origin point of the universe. Where planet Xion used to reside. That's where the Guardian is.
Can't you just say my name and just use where they are? Episode 5, Chapter 0, The Stranger. Great, isn't this the place where I fought Dark Falls in Phantasy Star Online? There was a second that I went like, are those fucking Choco? And no, they're dinosaurs.
Stop right there! You're a slippery one. But this game of tag is over. The deal's dead or alive! Waste her! What?
Don't take me lightly. I'm prepared to fight!
Corrupt, but still royalty. But you're taking us just as lightly.
I have a rose!
A summoning circle? He's a sorcerer?
Oh god, those are some ugly fucking goblins.
Who are you?
Why do you look like you're out of place?
Then again, who cares? Mess with us and you're both dead meat.
More ephemera? Steal yourself, stranger!
Yeah, almost.
Man, I just love this stuff. Can't get enough of it.
I want to snort some flowers.
Stop them like the pests they are.
Slaying our
suppose is the only way we can get out of this now. May I please request your aid?
Grr. Question mark, question mark, question mark has joined your party. Oh, they seem to die pretty easily. You have any more? No, I can't go and attack you? No? They're not even gonna get back on their little dinosaur mounts. Mounts?
I was in such a hurry to meet my brother, I failed to take heed of search parties. May I ask your name? I owe you my life. I do not exaggerate.
Why did your hair look like a bunch of feathers?
By the
They
rules
remind me of
of
Melia from like Xenoblade Chronicles.
Please,
Same hair
introduce
color as
yourself.
well.
My name is...
That's quite enough of that, Lost Record. Well, now it is time to go ahead and back home.
What?
Huh? Is something wrong? Vanished.
I didn't even get the name.
What was that?
They- We don't know what's going on. Hello, I'm back.
What the? How did you come back?
I don't know.
More to the point, are you okay? Does it hurt anywhere? Oh gosh.
Gone in a flash, back in a flash. I'm glad you're safe. Could you fill us in on what happened?
I don't know.
Up the wrong tree. Sorry to send them back without warning. I was kind of in a hurry.
Why do we have a fox girl? We have little cat boys, now we have fox girls.
How did you get in here?
How? Well, I just went, and here I am. Oh dear, did I barge in on a private conversation? I should know to knock before entering a room. Silly me, I've just been alone for so long. Common sense doesn't even occur to me. I'm not getting any teleport readings. She's not Arcs. From these readings, she's a body comprised entirely of photons? Well, she's not a full spawn. Do you know her?
No. No, so I would recognize a hot foxy lady.
Wary.
Who are you?
Yeah, that should have been the first question.
Duh! You don't know who I am. Sorry, that didn't even cross my mind. I'm Alma.
Alma. Alma.
Would it be clearer if I called myself the original Clarice Crace?
Eh?
Right now, I'm Alma, though. I'd like it if you'd call me that.
Clarice Craze the First? I thought she was dead.
Oh, my body's long gone. I'm like all photons now. I'm sure you know this, but my old body got busted up by Luther. Not my mind, though. The photons never vanished.
That's more like
I've
a...
been together with the Akashic Records ever since. Basically, I guess you could say that after I died, I turned into an Akashic Records ghost.
So you're a ghost. Can you prove it?
What could prove it? Is there anything that can? Oh, I've got it! I'll show you my specialty. Watch closely now. 3, 2, 1. Boom!
That's not lining up. Did she just worldoed?
What? But how? That's not teleportation! We felt this sensation before.
I forgot.
Technique Luther used to control time? Yep. He fiddled around with me and finagled a way to copy that, I guess. By the way, if you call that a technique, Cassie will get super fussy and be all like, "It's magic, damn it!"
What do you...
Reggie and Mary would always shake their heads and act totally stumped. Oh yeah,
Who?
Reggie and Mary are still around, right? They'd know who I am. I'm sorry,
Wait,
Reggie?
Reggie would be
Who are you?
Regius.
I mean,
Mary and
Reggie
Maria.
They're still alive and kicking, right?
Yeah, because they're robots.
They wouldn't appreciate those nicknames. You can tell, huh? They always did tell me to knock it off with those.
They're both out on assignment. We won't be able to see them for a while.
Oh no, the old robots are now out there around. They can't prove that she may or may not be lying.
Wait, meeting them wouldn't help anyway. They're not tied to Shion, so they wouldn't see me. You know Shion? Totally. We spent a lot of time together. I know about Xiao, too.
So people can only see you if they have a tie to Shion. Is that why you came to us? Akashic Records ghost?
Yep. The way things are now, you're the only ones who can sense me.
Oh no, not again.
And you're
I
the
look
only
crazy.
one who can do something about what's going on. I know this must be hard for you to swallow. I'll tell you everything I know. Could you at least hear me out?
Okay, ghost lady. Hey, if you're a ghost, can you possess people? And okay, what are photons? I'm gonna start doing these side quests because they've been they help explain all the side bullshit. Wait, why did you just...
An element tied to the Akashic Records. To oversimplify it a bit, they're the Akashic Records itself. Photons are everywhere. See, they're like the ink the Akashic Records uses to record all events in the universe.
I'm assuming it's more... Well, I mean, they're kind of just explaining it. The Akashic Records is just basically a living, sentient planet that gathers knowledge and kind of is omniscient.
Photoners were masters of utilizing photons as energy, but there's so much more you can do with them.
So, photons are basically just elements of particles from a living planet.
As for how, well, that's where it gets kinda tricky.
And Zhao is technically a weird clone? Son? Little brother? Of the original Akashic record, which is Shion.
I'll bet Shion figured she couldn't explain it well enough, so she stuck with teaching you to utilize them as energy. I kind of understand it. I have a better grasp of photons than most. But as for how you can handle them so well, or what it takes to use them like that...
I can't explain that shit.
Clearly, we'd probably be living in a much better world right now. Would it be a brighter world? One full of happy places and smiling faces?
Would we have to fight multiple wars? Oh no. Actually, I haven't seen a live concert in a while. I mean it within this game, not in general. I've never seen one in general.
From the legendary trio of
Also, episode 5 was the first time they used this whole mode of storytelling, and everything was kind of like backwardly handled differently in the previous episode. So I guess we're just gonna get this shit now.
For one thing, we were active like 40, 50 years ago tops. All I was good at was tricks and cheats. The second is way, way better than me at actual arc stuff.
You are talking to the second, though. Wait, no. Yeah, that is the second.
And technically, I'm not actually Clara's Craze. You're not? It's kind of confusing to explain, but Clara's Craze is the name of the collection of photons that used to be inside of me.
What?
What? That's not helping, is it? Okay. How about this? I had a split personality. Split personality? So, I used to be super weak and bedridden a lot, right?
It's like kind of like Diavolo and Popio. Wait,
Not
what's
like I
Popio?
had anything better to do.
Dopio.
Then, what do you know? They took on a personality of their own. Boy, did that ever throw me for a loop at first. And
Did your body change?
you should have seen the people around.
Do you hear phone calls all the time?
And when it came to combat, it was a pain to move around, so I always let her do all the heavy lifting. She was always a real go-getter. Eventually, that earned her the name Clara's Craze. I guess that's why Reggie and Mary don't call me Clara's Craze.
I'm trying to remember what Alma, like within Phantasy Star. I feel like I've heard that name before, and I can't remember.
Yes, ma'am. Consider it done. By the way, could you please not call me ma'am? Sure. Right.
Don't call me ma'am. That's what old people do.
Alma, what has become of the first Clary's Craze inside of you? She left this body here to me, and, vanished. What do you mean, left it to you? Maybe I didn't phrase that right. I guess you could say that when I lost my corporeal body, she became a new vessel for me. So basically, it's like my body's Clara's Craze.
This is weirdly confusing.
I mean, the last thing she said to me was, "Now we're even." Maybe that means I'm also Clara's Craze in a sense. Maybe I should get used to being called that after.
Okay, whatever. Let's talk about Omega. And I'm not talking about the Sonic character. Let's learn.
Let's review. Sierra, run an expansion progress simulation based on the new black hole's present status.
Yes, sir. Putting it on the monitor. This is the new black hole that popped up at the same time that you went missing. And this is a prediction assembled from a Florenberg black hole analysis based on present information.
It's eating everything! Munch, munch.
Swallowed. The world will turn all black. Conventional black holes do not expand at this velocity. Something's clearly up here.
Alma, tell me something. You called yourself a ghost of the Akashic Records. This return was undoubtedly due to your power. The readings were inside the black hole, so it stands to reason that you were in there. And you came from there. Tell me, what's in there? Where does that black hole lead?
I think you know the answer to that, Xiao. There's only one thing there. The location where the planet Xion used to be. The origin point. The birthplace of the universe. It's the Akashic Records itself. And you got lost on that world. Let's call it Omega for convenience's sake. The world of Omega is the Akashic Records made manifest. Maybe it would be easier to say it's what the Akashic Records dreams of.
Oh, so it's some stupid weird dreamland.
Records made manifest? Does that mean that the string of events on Earth, that ether has something to do with this? Probably. Photons are tied to the Akashic Records. I bet photons fused with aether that became altered on Earth, and that's why they got all crazy. But I thought the Akashic Records were Xion. and she's gone now. Well, you're a little off. Shion is Shion. The Akashic Records
I thought-
are the Akashic Records.
What?
It's true that with Shion gone, there's no one left who can access the Akashic Records.
Oh. I was under the impression that an Akashic record was a living planet type of thing. So it's like a weird...
But the Akashic Records are still there. It's just that there's nobody left to see them. The universe is still being recorded.
Okay, so the reason why Shion's a fucking omnipotent planet being is because everything is being recorded and stored into a device or some alternate
So basically,
universe
the Akashic
thing?
Records are a library, and Shion's a librarian? Oh, good one. That's a perfect comparison, I'd say. The library still stands, even if there's nobody around to manage it. Nobody was supposed to be able to access the Akashic Records to begin with, but the Akashic Records have manifested themselves as a single world. Omega.
The profound darkness jumped to this visible manifestation of the Akashic Records and fused with it, thus leading to the creation of a potentially universe-consuming black hole, I take it.
Dreams are what we see when our brains are organizing our memories. It's the same for the Akashic Records. I think the Akashic Records are dreaming while sifting through its memories of the whole universe. That dream has taken shape. Well, actually, it's a little more complicated than that. The thing is, malice has entered the dream. If we don't do something...
Oh no,
we'll be
hatred.
engulfed in darkness. The past, the future... all
I mean, at
things
least
that we
Earth will be
know.
safe. I mean, it's in a different universe.
That's why I came here.
Or dimension.
I'm gone now, but I still want to see the future that...
Okay, so what are we gonna do? Are we gonna go to the new world and we can explore the new world?
I think I've covered everything I can explain.
Okay, cool. Let me...
Thank you.
That's it? Wow. Oh. Wait. I guess an in-game cutscene is gonna play. Why are you on a ball?
The profound darkness has infiltrated the Akashic Records. We have to slay it and sever their link. It's straightforward enough work. No different from what we've been doing so far. The thing is, I'm
Saving the
not
universe.
sure
Yeah,
how
that's
to get
no big deal.
and what Omega's condition is. First off, how do we physically reach Omega? There are no ARC ships capable of probing into a black hole.
Easy. We stopped time for the launch.
Why am I not surprised you can do that? Is it every Claris Crae's job to pull ludicrously crazy stunts?
Sorry, I think I'm lost. Basically, gravity doesn't apply when time is stopped.
So we stop time, we send a ship towards the black hole, we stop time, and keep going.
Has the black hole's innate supergravity by stopping time. Then we send it to Omega. The theory is sound, sure, but it's still crazy. It's not crazy at all. I got someone out, so there's nothing stopping me from sending someone back in. Not gonna lie though, it'll be exhausting to do alone. It would be so much easier if Claris Crae's were here. So, second, could you give me a hand? Who? Me? I could use another photon manipulation expert. You'll do fine, really.
It'll be fine. All you have to do is learn how to stop time.
Oh, I'm not worried. I know you'll be just fine. Be careful out
Your Star Platinum and Herd the World are the same type of stand.
Sierra, you should head to Omega 2. I'll take over ship management for the time being.
You can count on me. Oh, wait. Does that mean I'm going inside Omega? I'm not proud of it, but combat is not
I'll try to give you a form that will allow you to focus more on navigation. How about that, Sierra?
I'm going to redesign you.
Exactly what form it will be might depend on what kind of mood Omega's in, though.
I don't know about this. This isn't how I imagined.
It's fine. They might give you tits. The tits that you kinda want. That we found out last time.
Here's how this is gonna work.
There's a
We'll approach the top
pat
black
chest.
hole in the
Pat
gateway
chest.
ship. It'll be easier to send you over a shorter distance. So once you're ready, commandeer the gateway ship, okay?
Cool. The following story quests have been unlocked. The Apprentice of... Okay. Probably not. Why are you sending out multiple ships? I mean, Phaleg was pretty cool. Wow. Waldo.
The world of Omega is what the Akashic Records dream of. It's a jumbled up mishmash of all the records in the universe.
Man, you can see that this is just two textures kind of overlaid on each other.
The civilization and culture of Omega comes from random planets and eras logged in the Akashic Records. It's a waking dream spawned from the collective memories of an entire universe, so you're bound to run into all sorts of crazy stuff. I know I'm the one who asked you to go, but stay on your toes, okay? And take care of things.
Yeah. A collection of entire universe of knowledge. Hopefully there won't be, like, characters from other Phantasy Star games here. Okay. I'm here. I'm in my clothes. I swear to God, if...
Over here! Surprised? I was surprised myself.
Oh, God!
Speechless. At least I can always stay close to you in this form.
She became an annoying fairy lady.
Okay, I, Sierra, will be your humble navigator. Let's start by finding a place with lots of life sign readings.
Okie dokie. The Savior. Wait. I hear Savior, and all I can think about is DMC4.
This is a pretty imposing place.
You there! What are you doing?
You don't look familiar. Are you one of the king's minions?
Your strange garb is unquestionably suspicious. Identify yourself.
You look weird.
We come in peace.
The little one speaks. What is this creature?
What? I figured I'd look right at home like this. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. What did you do? I don't know.
Commotion.
Lady Harriet.
Oh.
My apologies for causing a stir. We found some suspicious figures skulking around. We were just about to apprehend them.
Suspicious figures? It's you!
It's you.
No, stay back. They're...
How are they dangerous? They are my guests.
Hey, you just kind of vanished before.
guests. Even if that were true, this is hardly the time.
Haruna, I am most grateful for your consideration as my adjutant. However, I will be fine. Please allow me to handle this.
Yes, ma'am. Just call if you're in any trouble at all. I'll be right there.
Thank you, Faruna. Come, this way.
Come into the 2D space. We have not modeled
This is
this
our
room.
first intent. No one will disturb us here. Do you remember me? You saved my life not long ago.
It was 5 minutes ago.
Allow me to introduce myself once more. I am Harriet.
Harriet, Renata, Reina. What?
I would ask you a somewhat impertinent question. Do you know of me? Of this land?
Nope.
Yes, I thought as much.
I don't know shit.
You wear foreign garb. You know nothing of us. And you wield overwhelming might.
You are the hero of legend.
Truly, it is just as legend foretold.
Fucking goddamn it.
How long we have awaited you.
What legend is this now?
Well,
Oh no, Dynasty Warriors is happening right outside.
And stuff outside.
Lady Harriet,
you may enter.
sorcerers have arrived at the Royal Army camp. They appear to be preparing for a summoning.
They're going to summon a Castrum Demonica here, aren't they? Strike the enemy camp before the ritual is complete. Varuna, muster all troops.
Lady Harriet, that would be dangerous. I think we should retreat.
If we keep retreating, they'll corner us at our stronghold sooner or later. And I can hardly flee alone while everyone else is fighting.
Lady Harriet.
We'll launch a pinpoint blitz. Varuna, notify the troops immediately. My apologies. I must take the field. I will give you a full overview later, should I return alive.
What's the plan?
We go fight.
I sure do. Say no more. Let's go join Harriet.
Oh no. There's no aliasing. Or anti-aliasing.
Prepare for Castrum Demonica summons! Crush the rebels who wreak havoc in our land!
Oh no, they summoned skeletons. But
Stop the
Halloween,
Castrum Demonica
October's tomorrow.
Charge!
We can't be doing spooky things now. Jesus, they're huge.
There are just too many monsters, but we're this close! Oh man, keep pushing! We're through! This is it! What? Arcs Demonica.
Alright, have a good night, Avalon.
You were one step too late! Come forth, Castrum Demonica!
They summoned a castle. That's just Alexander. That's just fucking Alexander.
Stand strong! Stand...
Is it gonna do time stop? Are we gonna have? Are we gonna rise with me? Rise with me. Rise with me. Rise up.
A Castrum Demonica has been sighted. Monsters are swarming the area.
Castrum Demonica? There's no breaching its Arcs Demonica! All forces, retreat! I will take command!
I like how he uses terms I have absolutely no idea what any of them mean.
All forces have retreated. Lady Harriet, you should do the same.
No! I yet have a role to play!
Lady Harriet, you wouldn't.
Let the secrets of the Buster be made manifest!
Are
Lady Harriet.
we good?
No, you can't. You know that no one has ever been able to control the Buster Tower before.
Yet control it I must!
Stop using terms that we have no
Destroy the
other.
Castrum Demonica's Arx Demonica! Please, heed my call. Banish the encroaching darkness.
Now we play an RTS. What?
Am I not good enough? Is my soul not?
Hello, I'm back again. You know, the only thing I don't like about my outfit is my sleeves are too long.
You!
I kind of wish that I had the exact same costume, except that the sleeves go to at least my hands instead of over my hands. You were
I don't think we can just hide behind that. No. Basically, we can't just ignore someone in need. A member of Arx? No. A guardian would never abandon someone.
A guardian?
Guardian? What does that even mean? That is a weird word. I have never heard of that word ever before.
Just yet? Not even a guardian can go non-stop against an endless stream of enemies.
Yes, I can.
The enemy forces seem to be driving Harriet's troops back. We have to breach that barrier and do something about that kooky castle. But that barrier is airtight. Breaking through is gonna be hard. Can we hold out long enough?
We'll figure it out.
The Buster Tower just stabilized.
What is it, Harriet?
There may be a way for us to break through the barrier after all.
We need your help.
Faith in your might, the might of the Guardian.
Can I fight the enemies now? Okay.
Grotesque castle suddenly appears, bearing down on the battlefield.
Yeah, well, I mean,
And with
the
it,
only thing I
the
can think
entire
of is
battle
like
changes for the worse.
Alexander was a castle
Arx
summon.
Demonica was birthed by the abominable fortress known as the Castrum Demonica. Said fortress is said to possess an impenetrable defense. It cannot be escaped from or assaulted. Those who try are crushed.
We'll use these tetraminos
The Castrum itself
to showcase
once
what's
brought forth that
happening.
issue from its maw, mercilessly pillaging and murdering. Clearly, there remains no choice but to flee. At least, that was how it should have been. Just then, a visitor appears from another world. The arrival of a savior bearing the light of hope, who cuts through the wicked foes, assailing the princess. And the savior's strength will be etched into the annals of history forevermore. Our aim is to halt the enemy invasion as we destroy the opposing Arx Demonica and Castrum Demonica. Over there is the enemy encampment. Deep within stands the enormous Castrum Demonica. My soldiers have their hands full fighting off the monsters in the vicinity of the fortress. Eventually, try as they might, they will be overrun. The Castrum Demonica is the source of our foes. Should it remain standing, victory is unthinkable.
So we need to take down the Castrum Demonica in the middle of the enemy encampment? But what do we do about the Arx Demonica thing that's protecting it? That'll
Okay, so it's just a barrier.
destroy.
We have a weapon for that purpose. I present to you the Buster Tower. The might of the Buster Tower can easily break through the defenses of the Arx Demonica. But my power is insufficient. I am incapable of managing
But
such
it's just a
weapon.
tower.
However, earlier it reacted to you. It should now be possible to unleash its full potential. The Buster Tower is now capable of launching a Buster Ram, the only thing that can destroy the Arx Demonica.
The enemy is on the move! I don't think we have time to talk anymore. In summary, we use the Buster Tower to break the barrier. Then we smash the Castrum Demonica.
Yes, precisely as you say.
This seems like it has a multiplayer mode tied to it.
It will mean defeat.
Okay, we're going into this blind, but let's...
What if you had 2 castles and you make a buster and you have to breach it? And like they wanted to do a MOBA, but they wanted to make it Phantasy Star.
A live concert is being held in the shopping plaza.
Please let me move.
Destruction of Arx Demonica confirmed. All that's left now.
What? Oh, okay. Defense phase. In this class, you doesn't defend the Buster Tower and destroy the cache. The alternate between defense phase, which you must defend, Buster, where you must attack. As a forces gauge, revive at a return point. They can also revive moon end. Okay, cool.
No sign of enemy activity. Take this chance to gather...
I guess this is just tutorial fight. Gather mana.
Now, collect some mana from the surrounding area.
Okay, cool. This is just kind of like the mining recovery stuff.
Enemy forces have commenced their incursion. We need to focus on protecting the Buster Towers.
Okay. Yeah, this just reminds me of the, there are these mining defense missions that sometimes come up. And this seems pretty similar to those fucking mining missions.
To penetrate the Arx Demonica and destroy the Castrum
At least in those, I get like little mechs. And then I fight bugs. What?
Emergency announcement. We have detected signs of something colossal on Earth.
Oh.
Preparing a strategy.
Defend the Buster Ram at all costs.
Oh. Well, don't put me right here. So the building summons a ram.
The enemy forces have been put down. Now's our chance to summon the Buster Rams and destroy the Arx Demonica.
That's not what you're trying to say. When all Arx Demonica has been destroyed, an attack phase can destroy the Castrum Demonica. Oh boy, I can't wait to do this over and over in urgent quests and fail.
Time to attack the Castrum Demonica.
Man, I guess I should defeat it in its glowing weak spot. When? Why would you put your glowing reek spot right there? Why not like on your head?
Castrum Demonica's annihilated.
Yeah, I mean, it's... so Castle and Monica appear in a Buster Quest cannot be attacked until his head is destroyed. Okay, so this is just because of the tutorial fight. Even after the end of this abominable core, your path of destruction will be supernatural and more powerful. Hey.
Now head on back.
Hooray for tutorials! Oh, they did model this room. It's not just a JPEG.
On behalf of my people, thank you for your gracious assistance.
Eastern Bow.
That's what I've been wondering. And what's up with the Buster Tower?
How can you just summon buildings like that?
Let's start with the Castrum Demonica that kept popping out enemies. Was it a bunch of rocks, or was it actually alive?
Yes.
It is a castle and a living thing both. They are living fortresses that call forth endless waves of monsters. Thus, Castrum Demonica. They are foul wedges, driven into the world by way of large-scale conjurations.
Conjure... what now?
A type of magic that summons enslaved creatures from other realms. This may all be new to you, since you're both from another world. In this world, we have something called sorcery.
We have magic.
It is a means by which one draws upon mana in the atmosphere to trigger supernatural phenomena.
So we have photons, aether, mana.
It sounds comparable to what we know as photons and techniques. Maybe the reason it was so easy for me to analyze the Castrum Demonica and the Buster Tower was because they share similar roots.
Oh, well, why would you do something that would destroy the entire world?
A person's sorcery prowess was generally limited to a fairly ordinary degree. That is, until these ephemera came along.
Magic flowers.
Suddenly, seedlessly, ephemera, just the blossoms, began blooming all over the world decades prior. It came to light that the ephemera made extremely efficient catalysts for sorcery. One land mastered bodily enhancement. A second used them as regents for mind control potions. Another solved the riddle of replication. And in my land, they discovered the art of conjuration. The Castrum Demonica is the apex of conjuration sorcery. Once its ephemera-consuming summon is complete, it wedges itself into the ground. It deploys a highly durable Arx Demonica barrier and summons endless monsters to intercept its foes. Even the Castrum itself is quite deadly.
I mean, not really.
It has been said to be impossible for someone on a human level to breach and conquer these fortresses, no matter what sorcery they avail. Furthermore, the act of summoning one consumes all mana and ephemera in the area, leaving no way to counter-summon another Castrum Demonica to fight the first.
Oh, so you can't just have like two fight it out and have a little weird
So
thing.
basically, the first side to summon a Castrum Demonica always wins?
Just so. The face of war in this world has greatly changed since the advent of the Castrum Demonica. The Buster Tower conjuration is what was invented to counter it.
Ah, the thing you were using in the fight.
It is a siege weapon, designed to breach the Arx Demonica generated by the Castrum Demonica, drawing upon the mana in the atmosphere. However, it requires an enormous amount of mana to control. Without ephemera, it was beyond our ability to harness.
But our friend here could do it.
I can do it. I can do it because I'm special.
Power always comes at a price. Sorcery requires mana. Technology requires hard work. Wielding such inordinate power at no cost is by no means a good thing. All this unrest, the tension between the nations of our world, the coup in my kingdom. Ephemera is the catalyst for it all. It's
It
a
might have to do with the
whose
fucking.
nectar drives the world mad. Our aim
is to eliminate it and restore peace to the land. No, the world.
Sounds like this just happened because of
Well,
profound
you
darkness.
could say you aren't aiming high. Not that I blame you. Harriet, would you be willing to let us have that flower? Channel your power into it. Channel photons, like you're holding a weapon.
Okay.
I knew it! Wait! You knew what, Harriet?
It is the legend I mentioned previously. A fairy tale widely known in our world since ancient times. It goes like this.
Here we go. We got drawings.
Shrouded in darkness, lament not, for a hero shall spring forth from otherworldly luminance, spirit guide in tow. The hero shall serve as a beacon and cross the path of light. They shall tread the path of the brave, shepherding all those who follow.
Great, I'm the fucking Messiah.
In turn, those who take up arms shall guide wayward souls lost to darkness. Perilous is the path they tread, yet righteousness will prevail. Fear not our Savior, for by their hand shall light shine on blackest night, banishing the darkness forevermore. Visitor from another land, spoken of in legend. Or should I say guardian? Please, will you lend us your aid?
Do I get paid?
The scope of all this just grew exponentially. In fact, are you sure you're okay with all this, Harriet? I get that there's a legend, but we're clearly not from this world. Do you really want to trust random strangers with something so important?
The legend alone, I would have taken with a grain of salt. But you have aided me in my time of need.
You rescued me, Trice.
You've come to my rescue.
You destroyed the flower.
Is enough for me to trust you. More than enough. To fly to someone's aid without hesitation in a realm where you tread blindly.
I mean, granted, I had no idea whether or not you were a good person or a bad person. I just took a random guess.
With or without the legend.
That ephemera flower just now, it disintegrated in reaction to photons. That's an F-factor mass. As members of ARCS, we consider those a problem. Besides, how can we say no when you're asking so nicely?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Well, we've gathered plenty of intel. How about we pop back to the ARC ship to
Actually, now that I think about it, if the flowers is spent there for like a decade earlier, that means time works differently here than it does in the Ark ship. Because it probably only happened recently. Perfect. Grown up Zhao. Zhao's all grown up. He got himself a new outfit.
You know, in all the commotion, I forgot to bring something up. You've grown, haven't you, Xiao?
You noticed. I was starting to get a little antsy that no one was bringing it up. I figured that if I showed a little growth, it might help me get a better handle on what makes people tick. So here I am, new and improved.
I should mention that he's had this form since he created us 2 years ago. I never got to know the child version of Xiao.
Xiao is a child, huh? I'll bet he was super sassy and snotty.
If I ever came across as sassy, then you must have mistaken one of my relatives for me.
Really? What do you think?
Shell's relative would be... Sarah, right? Well,
We can blame her.
hey! You could stand to be a little more tactful.
No.
My mind was constructed based on Sarah, so her personality has rubbed off on me considerably. When I come off as sassy or super laid back, that's all Sarah.
But the fact that you admit to her influence means you like her, don't you?
No comment. You can draw your own conclusions.
Can a clone of a planet fuck a... Never mind, I actually kind of answered my own question, just instantly, in my head.
Well, I guess the best thing about growing up is that now I get to pat Sarah's head. Sarah hates it, so naturally, I eat it up.
The combat... Wait. Question marks and Huey. I don't know why I'm back here.
I have you now, Commander! What? But you were wide open! Wait a minute! You're not Commander Huey? Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry! Rushing at the wrong person, pointy end first. I'm the worst.
Meet the new class.
That's a strong presence and went in swinging. I can't apologize enough.
What's the matter, Stratos? Don't tell me you're tapping out already. Ha! It's you! Fancy meeting you here.
Wait, you mean this is the Guardian? Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh! I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry! I messed up big time!
Now I get it. Sorry you got dragged into that. You can tell how bad Stratos feels about this. Could you let her off the hook? We're tight, right?
What is she doing?
It's easier to explain that if I introduced her first.
No, I want to know what...
Stratos, with the Combat Bureau's new tactics team.
Stratos is a third generation, same as you. She's already mastered the basics of every class just this year. She's the team's rising star.
I'm deeply humbled.
By the way, the new tactics team is, well, what it says on the tin. They're the ones who do applied combat studies for new classes. Coming up with new ideas is vital for that, which is why I've selected Stratos to be in charge of it.
I'm deeply humbled.
But it's been a bit of an uphill battle. She's been studying a concept for solo-based group suppression, but the brass won't give it the okay. Claris, Craze, and I are helping where we can, but our fighting styles are so established that they're not exactly accommodating.
I'm deeply humbled.
That's where you come in. How'd you like to be a sounding board for Stratos?
Oh gosh! Commander, that'd be...
What do you mean by sounding board?
You won't find anyone in ARCS who's more flexible and resourceful. You couldn't ask for a better brainstorming partner. That, and you're probably the best suited out of anyone in ARCS at mastering new classes. You wouldn't mind chipping in for the benefit of all the ARCS ops that'll come after you, right?
No. This is Nefarious, which is the first world of the game.
I'm humbled! I look forward to working with you! So, anyway, could you share some of your latest combat logs with me? Pretty please?
The interpretation of most side quests, it's like, oh, you're out there doing an expedition, and then something happens.
We are commencing a routing operation with regards to the colossal presence on Earth. All ARCS ops, report to the quest counter and join the mission.
You know what? Let's see what that is. That could be something fun, and I kind of want to take a small break from just what we're doing. It could be anything. It could be... Let's see. Whoops. Oh, the Scion classes. Scion classes unlocked by leveling any 2 standard classes to 75 or greater. You need to accept and complete a special client order called Class Permit Trial for each Scion class. Which we're not going to do right away. We'll do that in a... Actually, probably won't take but like 2 seconds to do it. Hey, you did it. Yeah? Wait.
You'll have to excuse me.
But I hit 75.
What do you need?
Acquired a title to the new frontier. Range 75 of any 2 classes, but I have 270 level 5. Ah, fuck it. Oh, imposing iron assault. Okay. That's fine. It's the battleship Yamato one. I actually haven't done this on stream, so... This one's a fun one. We get to do mechs. Also, I should feed my mag. Yeah, I don't care. There we go. Look at all the peoples.
Emergency op announcement. We are commencing a routing operation with regards to the colossal presence on Earth. All ARCS ops, report to the quest counter and join the mission.
Ish. Like there's always a max of 12 people. So, not really. Like, think of if Monster Hunter had like 3 times as many people in a party. So, it's not necessarily an MMO, but like I mean, it's a, I guess it's a multiplayer online. It's an MMORPG. But the way I look at it is, it's Monster Hunter. It's just that you have the story mode as well. I'm just gonna let the cutscene play out. Well, of course, because I let it play out, everybody else is going on ahead. But the idea of this one is based upon, like, the end of... That one guy in episode 4, the crazy CEO guy, he created the fucking... a phantasm based upon the Japanese battleship, the Yamato. And for some reason is heading towards Japan. Damn. Oh, these are level 80s. I was wondering why they were kind of like taking a lot of damage. I guess with everything that kind of got damn, I need to lower the volume down. Whoops. There we go. And then at least lower it down on my end as well. Because, holy shit. I was looking at the mixer, I'm like... Whoops. Fuck, I forgot to hit the dash panels. Oh yeah, I did find out that director guy, whoever played the director guy was Cam Clark. But I don't remember if you were there. The guy who looked like a sweary character. I'm like, fucking Liquid Snake. You're in danger. Yeah, that one. Ah, shit. And I'll... Didn't want to fucking use my half doll. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. There's some weird dark photon burst thing that you can learn. Shit, wait. I think this is bad. Whoops. Completed! Everyone died. They're living life normally on Earth now. That was kind of the end point of episode 4. She became sane. And she helped, you know, defeat what's-his-face. And now they're back to living a quiet life on Earth. Which I'm kind of wondering what will happen due to New Genesis, which is the thing that comes out next year, because the whole point of New Genesis is that it takes place 1,000 years after episode 6. Whether or not that means 1,000 years after 1,000 years in the Phantasy Star universe or the Earth's universe, I don't know. It broke out of the ice. And now it can fly.
Emergency! The target has risen from the sea and started heading toward the cities! Once you're prepared, get back in your AIS and pursue the target as fast as you can! Use the AIS's newly equipped high boost system to approach and attack the target. We're rooting for you. Bring down the target as quickly as you can.
Wait. Oh, it's this button.
Target's armaments are active. Watch yourself.
Shit. It's all fine. I automatically revive. Shit. Man, this is way more damage than I'm used to. I mean, at least we have 30 minutes to beat this fight. I'll just hit the weak spot. This is such a stupid fight. Fight a giant Japanese battleship. While some stupid twink sits back and yells at you over an intercom. Shit. Oh, it's about to do the big thing. Wait. Actually. Okay, yeah. Wait, this is different. I have not seen this before. I thought we were about to do the stupid thing with the nukes. I've never seen this phase. Wait. Let's see, if I just do this. I hit this, and then do the... Fuck. It's fine. Is it trying to dive into the water? You know, it's weird that we never get this fight in story mode. They just kind of relegate it to side content. Like, everything else gets to be like the fight with Adam, the fight with, Mother, or at least within the story. This one, nah. But you get to fight a director. Oh. One? Okay. Oh, there's a lot more of them now. Shit. Well, I guess it's all fine then. If we succeeded, we wouldn't have to do this again. That's the thing that helps make the fight go faster. If everybody hits all the missiles. But that was a way more than I've been expected. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. It blew up again. We destroyed the ship.
You did it! You wiped out the target! Excellent
Let's see what we got. Grinder, unique badges. I'm just gonna put most of this into... Nah, I can't get any more now. I'm just gonna sell half of them anyways. Shh. I'll put most of them up. Let's see. Store. I really need to get more storage. We'll deal with all this later. I'll customize them and dismantle them. It'll all be for naught. Wait. It'll all be worthwhile. That's what I'm trying to say. It'll all be worthwhile. You've cleared missions. Get your title from Ark's title thing. Wow, wait. Oh.
very much. What do you need?
There we go. Now I can become a hero. Heroes use multiple weapons in tandem. I look forward to see you thrive as a new class. You can also talk with her.
You'll have to excuse me.
Alright, actually let's go ahead and get these rewards. Whoops. Those. What else do I have? Do I have any in the missing pass? Worry about that later. Done. Whoops. Okay. That'll be fine. Oh, hero base. We can train for hero miss. I don't want to do that again. I want to go back to my story quest. New class approval. Let's learn about the new class that I just unlocked.
Oh, hey, perfect timing. We just got official approval for a new class. It's a class designed around fighting hordes of foes with a handful of people, so it might come in handy in your battles on Omega. Give it a whirl if you're interested. It's certainly got the applicant's seal of approval.
Hi there!
I'm hearing voices again.
I know you're busy, but I'd be super humbled if you'd be my sparring partner. I feel super bad that the last time we met, we spent the whole time just going over your combat experience.
I want to fight you.
But that helped me get the approval I needed for the new class I've been researching. I just got it all set up at the class counter, so now anyone can be a hero if they fit the bill.
A hero?
What I mean is, the class got approved, so you can be a hero.
I'm already a hero.
Right, of course. I totally forgot to tell you last time.
I'm already a hero.
I've been researching a new class. Now I have finally received approval for that class. It is called Hero.
I'm sorry, what?
I said hero! H-E-R-O! Do you think the name's dumb? The way I see it, it's basically that or nothing. I mean, check this out! Look at the way this class swings a sword! Isn't it rad as heck? And when a hero uses twin machine guns, looky here! They're brand new weapons! And there's more! The class masters an all-new way of wielding taluses. All that goodness packed into one class! If that doesn't make you think hero, then what does? Nothing, that's what!
Stop approaching me, tiny woman. The tiny woman is harassing me. A world in disarray. The tiny woman's harassing me. She wants me to become a hero. But I'm already a hero.
Mess than I feared.
You're right about that. All this talk of sorcery and summonings, it's all over the place. Crazy doesn't begin to describe it.
I thought it was called Swords and Sorcery.
I don't think our world's history has any bearing on Omega. None of their attire or equipment is in my databanks.
There's a lot to process here, and it is rather jumbled, but we've gleaned two vital pieces of knowledge from this right off the bat. First, it's possible to return from Omega. Second, it's possible to send you into Omega.
Okay, that's it. That's all we've learned. We can come to and from Omega.
The Akashic records are a mishmash of multiple time axes. That's why Omega's history is such a jumble. But that also works to our advantage.
You're the only one who can visit the world on the other side. But a parallel version of you from another time axis should help you out.
What?
I'll trust your judgment as far as what to do on site. Helping this Harriet girl should help you learn more about Omega. It's a solid choice for a guardian as well, of course.
So for the time being, our goal is to help Harriet out and destroy the Castrum Demonicas plaguing the countryside. We gotta run a full analysis of the Buster Tower for that. If we can emulate those, we might be able to produce our own facsimiles. Let's knock 'em dead out there.
We can make sure that we have our own Buster Quest. You can now set Buster Quest from the quest counter. You can be given Buster points. That great. So it's his own separate type of thing. Like I said, hey, it's its own multiplayer thing, built from the ground up. Huh. Oh, they tell you where we are. Where are we getting 2 main quests? Usually they only give me 1 at a time. And then a bunch of side stuff.
So that's why I made sure to fudge things on my end this time. Guardian or not, regular medical exams are not optional. Is that clear, Matoy?
Got to get yourself checked out, Matoy.
Yes, ma'am. This is no laughing matter. That goes for you, too. Just because you're a guardian, that doesn't mean the rules don't apply to you.
Whatever my character does when I'm not logged in, it's not on me.
You and the second are different guardians from Reggie and Mary. You have your own unique roles to play. I wonder what happened that led to that point.
Oh, that's easy. They've been fighting a grand battle against the fall spawn for a very long period of time. Of course, they started before I was born, so I haven't been watching them the whole time.
Hey, Sierra. Is there any way for us to look back at everywhere these two have been? I'd love to be able to see what happened on Arcs while I was gone. You know, just like you'd look over any other set of records.
I'm afraid that's not... Ha ha ha! Yes, there is a way. There is?
What?
Our friend here's experiences have been utterly invaluable, so of course I made a database out of them.
Have you been monitoring me? Have you been keeping recordings of everything I do?
To organize it, and I can't be sure of their veracity unless our friend is here to help me.
Then come on, let's reminisce about your past together. It'll keep our info in order, and we'd all love to know what you've been through up till now.
Alma-derived impression scenes. What? Have been added to certain events included in the episode 1, 2, and 3 story quest.
We are currently deploying a
What?
counteroffensive against a colossal presence
Hold
which
on.
reappeared on Earth. It is limited to ARC's ops who meet certain requirements.
Okay, back up. I want to see what that means. Okay, load in. What? Oh, Zhao is in his seat.
Goodbye.
No?
Hello there. Goodbye.
So... Okay! So, there's events with... Alright, so this is not every single one. Like, there's a whole bunch. but there's ones that are considered not completed. Like an encounter is... Let's give this a try. I guess this was a way for them to kind of redo this stuff and have people go through the new way, which was the old way.
No, there is a discrepancy in the perception of that phrase. Perhaps I am the one who has kept you waiting. My name is Shion. I am a being who is capable only of observation. I will not
This was Shion. It's just like Zhao, except that she speaks like that.
However, the path you must take, the path you have yet to tread. Therefore, I can merely set you upon it. Gather divergences and bring forth the inevitable. The
Here's a divergence matrix which allows you to time travel.
Who is only capable of observation. I pray that the path born. Forgive me. I droned on without comprehending how difficult it must. I will restructure my. I bid you go. I will not say the reason. I am solely an observer.
I'm an observer. I can't do anything.
I see. So this is when you and Shion met. As usual, I couldn't understand a word she said, but I guess she's making more sense now than back when I was alive. I used to chat with her a lot through my cosmogenic arm. She always seemed so mournful, so full of regret. Thinking back on it now, maybe she was trying to apologize to me. Since she could see the future and knew what would happen to me, I think she was able to see your future too. That's why she gave you the divergence matrix to guide you. She was trying to... I'm sure that something has to do with the regret I sensed.
Okay, so all of it is, it's just... Here's a bunch of scenes that you see. Key to the future. And then the attack on the profound darkness. So it's just kind of a way of recapping everything, I guess. Which... Whoops. Shit, I should have hit episode 2.
Which quest are you up for?
Back to episode 5. Also, I realized I've been using the wrong sub palette. I guess it doesn't matter.
Guardian.
Oh, I skipped through his name.
Grateful to you for saving Lady Harriet.
You seem frustrated, though.
Frustrated with. It's my own weakness. The only reason I couldn't assist Lady Harriet back there was because I was too feeble. I'm supposed to be Lady Harriet's adjutant. If only I were as strong as you, Guardian, she might be more willing to lean on me.
Hey, you're not thinking of using ephemera, are you? From what we've learned, ephemera is awfully tempting, and we've heard very little about its
Don't
side
snort the
effects.
flower.
Is everyone really okay with not using ephemera at all in light of that?
No matter how fiercely we lament our weakness, none of us would dare to use ephemera. There could be no greater betrayal of Lady Harriet's wishes. Ephemera twists the world, and it would be folly to say that no one questions that claim. But Lady Harriet strives for all our sakes. That much is undeniable. When she instigated this uprising to strike down Prime Minister Lutz, a man obsessed with personal gain, she did so purely for
Lutz.
the people. She devotes herself tirelessly to the cause of righteousness,
Whoops.
no matter how much harm it does to
Oh no, he hit my phone. Lutz.
No.
Lutz.
All of us have found a purpose for ourselves.
I keep on repeating the name because it one of the things I wanted to do before getting this episode done, which I didn't have the ability to, just because of scheduling, was to do some of the Phantasy Star 1 stuff.
But I am her adjutant. I'll be the one to protect her.
Okay.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Okay.
transparent.
Actually, now I know where that name comes from. Oh boy.
That was pretty educational.
I was like, I remember hearing something kind of like that.
Everyone's more enthused
Turns
about
out,
Harriet
Lutz is
than
the
about
Japanese
eliminating
name of a
Rebel.
character in Phantasy Star.
He's so
One of the
impressive
party
and
members.
handsome, though. He must have grown up from an upstanding family with cultured siblings and all that.
Never forget your fear of battle. Can't forget the fear of death looming over you.
It's fine. It's fine. I've lost my body and life once already. It exists as an offering to the people. It exists to be with them. So don't be afraid, Harriet. It's fine. Everything's fine.
You died already. You already died once. You can die again.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. You caught me at a most embarrassing moment, didn't you?
Are you scared?
Yes. I would be lying if I claimed otherwise. But it is a fear I must never forget. A fear of conflict is what fuels my desire to bring it to a swift end. And it keeps me off the field.
Except for the times in which you are on the field, but
Thus, I must always keep that fear close to my heart, so that I do not act recklessly. But please don't tell anyone you saw me lose my composure. Ever. The people would worry.
ooh, we get to learn about the world. 4 nations. Earth, fire, wind, and water.
You've mostly
And they were all in balance until the Fire Nation attack.
There are others in this world too.
Yes, that's right. This continent is divided into 4 cardinal nations. This is the southern nation. Here lies the domain of Quento, a land of nature and magic.
Seemed kind of barren.
I am the second child of the late king of Quento.
Your princess.
In the sense that I am royalty, yes. You are welcome to see me as one. But it is precisely because I am royalty that I must, on occasion, take up arms and fight. Prime Minister Lutz was drunk on the power and prosperity brought about by ephemera when he launched his coup. Because of that, my father lost his life, and we were banished from the kingdom. Now Lutz calls himself king, and he forces the people to bear greater burdens than ever in the name of augmenting his forces. As members of the royal family, it falls to us to put an end to Lutz's tyranny. I cannot allow our land to become intoxicated by power and plunge headlong into a foolhardy war. I would like you to meet someone, so that we might discuss what comes next.
Okay, but that didn't tell me anything about the other kingdoms. Harriet's older brother.
I would like you to meet someone. The invitation Harriet extended to the Guardian led them on a journey to a city in southern Quento. It was a location
Southern Quento.
from the events in the royal capital. The city was a remote little burg, unaffected by the fighting. It offered no sign at all of nearby conflict.
Ah, Lady Harriet, welcome back.
Why do they all have pointy ears?
We were
So they're all the elf
Come
nation.
under attack. I'm so glad you're Oh, you must be tired, Lady Harriet. I'll prepare rooms for you, Mr. Varuna, and your entourage. It pains me to have worried you. But rest assured, there is no need to be concerned. These people have kept me quite safe. I must show my guests in. Please. My apologies for all of the commotion. We are currently bound for the Quento Revolutionary Army headquarters.
There's an awful lot of people here for a revolutionary army.
They are all people who could not bear the tyranny of the current pretender, Prime Minister Lutz.
Why do I have a feeling that he's going to look like Luther?
Collection of ephemera and the summoning of Castrum Demonicus using it. Castrum Demonicus are summoned without regard to where people live. One after another, it's becoming increasingly erratic.
Enslavement by technology is a pox upon the world. I am certain that ephemera is no different in that regard. The one I'd like you to meet is just inside. Coming in!
You know, normally you wait for someone to bid you enter before barging in. You defeat the purpose of knocking otherwise.
If I awaited your reply, brother, the whole day would be wasted.
Oh, fuck off.
Sunsets have there been besides?
I know that voice.
Oh,
Lutz doesn't look like
did you
Luther.
bring guests? Does that mean our time of reckoning
Her
is
brother is
finally at
fucking
hand?
Luther.
What are you doing here?
He's Luther? Dun dun dun, Luther! That motherfucker.
Luther is indeed my name. Who are you to utter it so disrespectfully? Few people would react so strongly to my name and face. Few, except minions of Lutz, that is.
You are mistaken, Luther. This person saved me when I was being chased.
You simply accept that, Harriet. Couldn't there be a ploy on their part? To have you lead them right to our hideout?
I'm assuming this...
Luther!
Yes, calm yourself.
At this point, the Akatsuki records might as well be heaven or some other afterlife place. Considering, here's the villain of episode 2.
The same could be said of you, Luther.
I was stripped of my right to exceed, remember? Which leaves me with that much more liberty in terms of my thoughts, my deeds, and my research.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. That is what Alma was talking about.
What?
The universe's memories are all jumbled up. Since this is the Akashic Records stream, anything is fair game.
Luther could be a good guy.
But still, I wasn't expecting Harriet's brother to be Luther of all people. There's crazy, and then there's crazy. What is it?
A fairy, just as the legend foretold. As for you, of course, you must be the otherworldly visitor spoken of in the self-same legend.
I just had this moment where I'm like, I do have that Sakura War mech costume. I could have been wearing it. Or the Rappy costume. Or the Jack Frost costume. He fucking
I
hoe.
stand at the forefront of sorcery research. One look at your mana flow makes it clear you're not of this world. Besides, this is a land where summoning is a reality. I was the one to discover their mechanism. It would be irrational indeed if I refused to believe in the existence of other worlds. I must say, though, I'm impressed that you speak our language in that form and fly through the air. Legend or not,
Everybody speaks English here.
fascinating.
Wait. English!
Research subject.
Quotes. Unquote.
Oh, jeez. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Hey, whoa! Help me!
Don't tease the poor girl.
Quite serious, actually, and oh dear, I can feel my sister glaring daggers at me. Right then, back on topic. Allow me to delve into the origin of our war and the state of our nation.
You couldn't do that? Okay. We had to transition to 2D?
It all started with this flower, ephemera. You've already heard about what it does, I trust.
Using ephemera as a catalyst makes works of sorcery far more potent than they would be otherwise.
This enabled the working of sorcerous miracles that would never have otherwise been possible under mundane limitations. Such strange flowers. They sprout up the world over, leaving no seeds. When their petals scatter, they fade away like morning fog. Some characterize them as gifts from on high, but in truth, they are quite the opposite. More of a deal with the devil, really. To wit, ephemera.
Oh yeah, Luther's voiced by Billy Kramitz, who voices Josuke in JoJo Part 4. Yay!
What do you mean by erode minds?
Exactly what I said, Fairy. As one absorbs the mana given off by ephemera, their mind becomes increasingly eroded. It progresses slowly, unnoticeably, until finally, the user is no longer capable of distinguishing between sanity and madness. Then, they accept only those who are similarly afflicted. They cultivate an inescapable obsession with eliminating all others. Prime Minister Lutz is one such victim. He killed the king and usurped the throne. And you see what he is doing now.
This sounds an awful lot like F-Factor corruption. If the profound darkness is behind the rise of this ephemera, that would explain a lot. If continual use of ephemera results in people's minds being eroded, that's a huge threat. But how did you figure that out?
Well,
My brother's smart.
I was the one who devised the Castrum Demonica conjuration. I've allowed countless people to die after being driven mad by it.
but that's not fair. You were just working to advance the field of sorcery. Never meant to.
Excuses are cheap, Harriet. I have sacrificed many on the altar of my research. I am aware of my crimes, and why my right to succession was... And now, the very world is being eroded as a result of my...
It all
If
unfolds.
it did, I certainly wouldn't be here right now. This is the result of being fixated on the true object of my research and refusing to take other factors into account. All I did was watch as people became corrupted. I'm the craziest of them all. If not for Harriet, I'm sure I would have suffered the same fate as Lutz.
Granted, you are the one who created the Castrum Demonica.
You created the demon castles,
You are also the one who
but you also created a thing. You created both the atom bomb and a way to defeat the atom bomb.
Yes, and we've seen what that's gotten me. A spot right at the top of Lutz's hit list. Collusion with enemy nations on the use of Castrum Demonicas, larceny, insurgent R&D. The list of trumped-up
I want to see what Lutz looks like.
Decades before we were even born. Its effects were tremendous. It was the Castrum Demonica conjuration that Luther discovered, which changed the face of war in our world. Every country summons Castrum Demonicas to their borders and has staring contests with their neighbors, never directly attacking.
Okay, nuclear deterrence, yes.
No invasions, wars stay contained, and needless bloodshed is averted. By all appearances, it leads to a world at peace. Perhaps if one takes this at face value, the leaking of Castrum Demonica technology to other nations, but that's only on the surface. It's merely one step on a slow path toward destruction.
Because ephemera drives people mad?
Yes, the Castrum Demonicas consume ephemera, and scatter its corruption far and wide. We must ensure that they are destroyed. That is why I devised the Buster Tower. To be a counter-conjuration capable of destroying the cat, but handling one requires a large amount of mana. And more to the point, 0 ephemera. It's beyond any layperson's ability to handle.
But you do.
Mastered it. Not only that, but what's more, you've even managed to replicate the Buster Tower summons through your own arts. And you can manage several simultaneously. If that doesn't qualify someone to be the same.
I did? Oh, I guess I need to be doing those quests, shouldn't I? Story's more important.
Simply don't exist. They're evil entities that distort the world and incite madness with every use. They must be driven extinct.
Luther.
I admit that him having Luther's face still throws me off, but he's being perfectly sensible about this. Ephemera, the flower that distorts the world. The flower that your photons we've tested it before, and these are crystallized F-factors. For all intents and purposes, they're part of the profound darkness. If it's the ephemera that caused the profound darkness to grow more active in this world, then we can't allow them to exist. It's sounding more and more like working with Harriet is the right call.
It sounds like we lucked out. It's really important to talk to people. Wait. Yeah, we won't worry about that. It's like this one for level 80s and up. I'm like, what?
I still can't believe we encountered Luther that way. Calling it the Akashic Records dream is a good way to put it. It's even more chaotic than I imagined.
Dreams are always kind of random. I bet it's only going to get more nutty from here.
Alma, is it just me? Or are you eating this whole thing up?
Sorry. I'm not, honest. I actually feel pressed to do something about it. It's just been so long since I've spoken with other people that I can't help but make the most of it.
You said you were with the Akashic Records, right? What were you doing after Shion was gone?
Nothing. I was just together with the Akashic Records. I was alone, watching the records of the universe file themselves away. I was content with that. But I guess when I start talking, it makes me want more. Interpersonal connection is really important.
Alma?
You can always talk with me, Alma.
Really?
I can listen with
You
you.
were super busy.
A little's not gonna kill me. Being a sounding board is part of my job description.
Perhaps you're right. Oh.
Sure.
I want the sassy option. Give me sassy options. Let's the irate premiere. Oh, hey, we get to see what Let's looks like, I guess. I kind of actually want to see Chapter 1-2, Prisoners of the Inferium, the Captivated.
Princess Harriet lives, and is now working side by side with the savior of legend. Rumors of their cooperation have spread throughout the realm like wildfire. The people held the belief that if the legendary hero, who had come to save the world in its darkest hour, supported her, then her cause must be just. The revolutionary army's numbers swelled, but rarely did the slightest hint of a smile grace the faces of their leaders, Harriet and Luther.
Ding, ding, ding. Well, I guess all those quests just happen off screen.
To the royal capital, one Castrum demonic at a time. I think we've got a decent shot at this.
We have one remaining concern, though. Elise, the Sword Maiden.
So Lutz, who is Noah in Phantasy Star 1, has Elise, the hero or heroine of Phantasy Star 1,
The sword.
with them.
She is a figure from legend, much like the Guardian. However, she comes from historic fact rather than folklore.
Does she have the same backstory?
Before the advent of conjurations and ephemera, this realm was once under the dominion of a great dragon called the Crimson Fellworm. The hero and her companions slew the dragon after a long battle, built a castle atop its remains to seal it away, and restore the land. That is how our nation of Quenta was founded.
Oh, so she's summoned. She's a summoned one. Because there's no way that she still exists.
Wow. Does that mean your family is descended from the hero?
No, we are descendants of her companions. The hero's line is passed down through her soul and ancient power. They have no
Then again, it can't be like Phantasy Star because that was a weird planet. Period.
The hero's line. Alice the Sword Maiden.
Though I guess because of how everything is weird and fucky.
Her existence remains a threat.
How so? You just said she wouldn't meddle in governmental affairs.
High-minded or no, it's a flesh and blood person who carries the sword. And not everything is cut and dry.
Thought we were going to see Lutz. The royal capital.
The throne room. The former Prime Minister Lutz listened impatiently to his officers' reports, languishing upon the throne.
Oh, we need to... Let's see what they look like. Yeah, that looks like Noah. Let's Sarah Quinto. If you go and look up what Noah / Lutz looks like in Phantasy Star, it'll look kind of like him.
To suppress the rebel army. Luther and Harriet yet live, and not only that, but our castrum demonicas are being destroyed the realm over. What is the meaning of this?
The castrum demonica is indestructible, but only so long as its arx demonica remains standing, sire. Should a means be devised of breaking the barrier, destruction is not out of the question.
Excuses! I demand action!
Yeah.
Compose yourself, uncle.
Yeah, that kind of does look like Alice. Even the same last name.
How can you expect me to be composed when our castrum demonicas are falling left and right?
Princess Harriet's side has the power to destroy castrum demonicas, and they travel with the entity known as the Guardian.
After when I have a opening in the schedule, I really need to play Phantasy Star on this channel. Just the first game.
The royal bloodline. You control the kingdom, objectively speaking.
It's really short, especially when I played the Sega Ages port on the Switch.
Just whose side are you on, Alice?
I merely state the objective truth as Sword Maiden. I believe that a parley would be in the best interest of our nation and its people.
Never! The royal line tried to doom the land. There can be no peace with them.
Uncle, did the former king truly seek to doom the land?
How can you even ask? Castrum demonicas and ephemera are absolutely vital to our land's continued survival in the world. To publicly renounce them would doom us all. our nation would fall and be erased from history. The legend and sword you protected would be gone with it. Isn't that right, Alice the Sword Maiden?
Yes.
Without the Castrum Demonicas, we could not maintain our borders in this world. What my uncle claims is accurate. So why was the king so set upon renouncing them and eliminating ephemera, even knowing that?
We'll have to ask them in person.
I will go and parlay with them.
We successfully routed the colossal presence. Arxops, we appreciate your assistance.
The official claim was that the former king was struck down for attempting to cast away his nation's sovereignty. According to this version of events, his public policy was too harmful to be endured. Sword Maiden Elise accepted those claims without question. She had read the royally stamped edicts for herself, after all, and put in the effort necessary to assure that they matched the Prime Minister's claims. However, something felt as though it was amiss.
Something was off.
What reason could a benevolent king possibly have for being so forceful about the need to expunge ephemera and the Castrum Demonicas? The Sword Maiden who carried on the legend had a duty to maintain an accurate grasp of history. Elise took that duty seriously. When the Sword Maiden showed up, alone and unescorted, Harriet's group was surprised, but they welcomed her nonetheless.
They welcomed her nonetheless. Because we can't fight the hero of Phantasy Star.
For your gracious reception. It is an honor to be visited by Elise, the Sword Maiden.
Please, there is no need to bow. My line carries on a sword and legend, and we have no political affiliation.
But Lutz is your uncle. Surely you hold sympathy for one related to you by blood.
He's more like a drunk uncle.
By that logic, my bond to the two of you is thicker than blood. We can all trace our lineage back to the legend, after all.
And what are you here to discuss?
The Castrum Demonica. No.
Now when I think about it, if the Akatsuki records sit back
The truth of them.
and adhere to everything within the universe, that means Elise has to exist somewhere, or it had existed somewhere within this universe in some way, shape, or form. Which makes me wonder whether or not Phantasy Star, the original quadrilogy, happened within this universe, and then something else caused another profound darkness to come about.
The Castrum Demonicas are my uncle's prized possession. Should they fall, then the outcome of this war is clear to me. To which side should I devote my blade and strength?
Oh.
Ephemera permeates the minds of those who use it. It amplifies violent urges and drives them to eliminate those who have not been afflicted. I learned this while developing the castrums and presented my findings to the king, who issued a policy on the spot prohibiting ephemera. The Prime Minister and his allies disagreed most violently. They assassinated the king, blaming we royal siblings, and usurped the throne.
Am I to believe that in the absence of evidence?
Where's the proof?
The evidence for yourself by now. Aren't you Prime Minister
Aren't-
Lutz's niece?
Are you suggesting that my uncle has already succumbed to this ephemera phenomenon?
Maybe there's a way to test for it.
Was a kind-hearted man who always put the nation and its people first. Father had absolute faith in him. Lutz also took point personally in preparing Castrum Demonicas in the interest of national defense. He summoned more of them than anyone,
Which, in turn, has exposed him to the negative effects of ephemera.
He builds Castrum Demonicas across the land for the good of the nation and its people.
We, the royals, destroy them for the good of the world. The irony is not lost on me, I assure you.
Luther.
That's the long and short of our pitch, as it were. What you believe is up to you. But something tells me the decision has been made for you already.
What do you...
Lady Harriet, reporting. We have a massive conjuration reading.
What? But there are no military forces stationed around here.
I imagined he assembled some forces to exploit the Sword Maiden. Nay, one's own niece as a pawn. You...
Uncle!
Oh no! Ooh. Okay, wow. You're accepting a Buster quest. You can progress solo, but other players may join you. You may only clear this once per account. Okay, cool. Oh, I can't even, like, do that. And Buster quest a player's class of Ravenfoot quest level set for each grade automatic. What? Okay, whatever. Wait, I need to feed my mag. I'm just gonna feed him monos. Whee! Let's go do this stupid quest. Alternate dimension Omega Castrum Demonica Outskirts Area 1. Rewards. You get rewards. Oh. This acts as like another... What's Zera's support? I already know that. Back. Yes. Wait, there's a second person with me. Whoops. Wait, hold on. People are joining. People are joining. Might as well wait till all 8 people join. You got 6 people. Seven. 8. One.
The battle for the Castrum Demonica is about to begin. We've confirmed deployment of the Arx Demonica and anticipate a fierce battle. Summon Buster Rams, destroy barriers, and destroy the Castrum Demonica upon interception. Good luck. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Out into the light we go.
All personnel, prepare to commence battle.
What? For a second, I'm like, can I not get this? Don't forget to collect the mana. Whoa, oh. I hit the wall. At least we're doing one of these quests tonight. Defending What?
Enemy numbers are dropping.
It's a good thing we have like a Look at those Warcraft orcs. I mean, what else could they be?
The enemy forces have been routed.
Oh. One asshole.
Mana readings are increasing.
I'm not even sure what I'm doing.
A Buster Ram is being summoned.
Wait, where is it being summoned at? I guess it's that area where it's obviously being summoned at. There we go. Look at these not Tauren. Okay, they're Minotaurs, I get it, but still. If we have Warcraft like orcs, you know. I mean, look at these guys. Hey guys, welcome to Phantasy Star Online episode 5. I'm doing the thing. Look at these things that may or may not be orcs from World of Warcraft. Oh, Dave did. Of course he did. Dave is a better gamer than Dev. Which is strange, but hey. These things happen. Oh. Shit. Dev had the guy. Why are you playing WoW as an anime character? Because that's the newest episode of Phantasy Star. Well, okay, not really the newest one. Episode 5 came out today in North America, and it deals with an alternate dimension planet known as Omega, in which is more fantasy based, though there are characters from different in places. Is this the SAO? No. No. Why would this game ever cross over with something as terrible as SAO? You know what? Isekai is probably the best way of saying it. What? Hey, can I even make it over there? Anyways, I gotta defend it from this, and then I have to go and let's see, where do I need to go? Oh. What? So I need to go fight Alexander over here. Because let's be honest, the thing looks like Alexander does. Damn it. You gotta go attack his head now. Whoop! I guess somebody went ahead and did it without me. I don't think I've watched it. I haven't been really watching much of anything. Wait, did I? Story objective complete. Okay. Win! S ranks. Well, it's weird because it's kind of like a weird Western one.
My uncle has always been a wise
Also, look at the Phantasy Star 1 reference.
even before I inherited the role of maiden.
A game almost no one has played.
Greatly.
I've played it. I understand the reference.
I have accepted everything he told me at face value.
Jesus, really? It's time for me to do the same thing that Castle Super Beast did, which is say the T word. Taiwan. The country known as Taiwan. Yeah. Yes. There's no country known as China, it's just West Taiwan. The entirety of West Taiwan.
What was I about to pen in this nation's history? In the continuation of our nation's
But yeah,
founding
that sucks.
legends.
That's kind of the issue of like the shit of like having these kind of weird companies that do VTubers.
Lady Elise.
And I hope they do. Like, you know, hope everything gets reversed because like that really sucks for them, especially since I know Coco was like one of the bigger ones. Like I'm not really sure about Hachama.
The sword and strength I inherit exist to slay the Crimson Fellworm. They must not be used to other ends.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Can't
this
say.
has simply been an excuse for me to avert my
Now,
eyes from
I don't take any Chinese money. As you can see, I've only gotten $4 through this entire thing. So therefore I can personally say Taiwan. And wow, Taiwan.
Lady Harriet, Mr. Luther, and you, legendary savior, guardian. Let us work together to stop my uncle. If parley
Over the
isn't
camera.
possible, then we must
I don't
at least
I
curtail
own
any
clothes.
further
I have to
damage.
go out sometimes. Now whether or not I own underwear, that's an entirely different story. Yeah. Yeah, no, like, never feel like if I'm not asking for money or anything like that.
Do you understand what your words entail?
And as always, yeah, if never donate unless you feel comfortable, or if you're saving up for something for yourself, save up the money. There are things that
My uncle took the life of the king.
Then I expect you to see this through to the end.
yeah, no, sometimes it's like it is like Christmas. It's like, yay, $3 whole. I mean, if it's done via bits, you know, Twitch will never pay out until you hit 100. But if you ever do, yeah, no, I might keep that donation goal up through the end of October, maybe, because I feel like Battletoads 2020 is a good horrific experience.
And if what we do turns out to be wrong, then by all means,
You know, extend it out.
turn your might and blade upon us.
But it's one of those things where
You needn't
the only thing that's stopping me is like spending $1 for Game Pass. The other $99 is for trauma. And part of that trauma healing would be buying Crash 4, but But at least, hey, I do have a Streamlabs thing, and that means that money goes straight into my account.
I'll call you Guardian, as Lady Harriet does. Greetings. My name is Elise.
Let me see.
And I
Listen, it's like
the sword
Battletoads 2020 is a very traumatic experience. I've watched a person stream it.
honor to meet a figure from the legend in person.
But, aren't you also a figure from the legend, Elise?
I come more from tradition than legend. In every generation, the Sword Maiden's blade and strength is passed on solely to a chosen one.
Her blade and strength, huh?
Couldn't you save the world?
Too much credit. Also, my strength
I bet you if you had your own game, you could save the world. And I bet you 1,000 years later, some random police guy will have, like, nightmares involving you.
My power is meant to be used to slay the Crimson Fellworm when it returns to life one day. My sword and the power I have inherited do not manifest, except against the Fellworm. That is the nature of the legend. It is an outdated legend, fraught with burdens of obligation. Yet, I cannot make light of it. I cannot be separated from our unbroken history. As the nation tilts this way and that, my blood relatives fall like so many flies before my very eyes. Yet, I still cannot wield my strength.
I can only imagine how painful that must be.
But it is my duty. For I am the last line of defense against the inevitable return of the Fellworm.
I have to be here. In case the monster comes back. Which it totally will never happen. There's not a CGI cinematic showcasing the Fellworm at all.
That's how beings of legend operate, isn't it, Guardian?
Receive the following awards: 3 photon spheres. A palace of monsters. Can I do expeditions now? Can I go out and explore? No, I cannot. I guess Omega is not for expeditions. But we're coming up to the capital. I'm probably going to stop as soon as it gets to a good stopping point. Probably the end of chapter 1.
Led by Harriet bore down on the royal capital and laid waste to the Castrum Demonica. Their unbreakable momentum and their inexorable march led them to the outskirts of the royal capital, where Lutz resided. A cold, stone castle stood behind the walls. Harriet gazed up at it quietly.
This totally doesn't remind me of Fire Emblem at all.
Twento Royal Castle.
In fact, that's why I think this ripped off the most.
Lutz is there now.
Reports we're getting claim that he's condemned the followers who have remained with him to forced conjuration labor. He's a fool of a king. He's let the Castrum Demonicas and the Ephemera blind him to his own methods and purpose.
You mean Nintendo Shiny Fight? I know, I'm talking about Sega's Famicom Wars.
Salvation for him will be difficult indeed. Never did I expect to lay eyes upon someone even more condemned than I.
Let us go. We must put an end to this.
Man, I wish Advance Wars would come back.
Curses, curses!
Look, another Phantasy Star reference. So, I've already said that once in stream. But now I have more of an audience to point out another Phantasy Star reference.
Shall summon a Castrum Demonica in this place and crush this rebellion personally! Yes, justice is on my side. Using a legend to stir the people and sow chaos in the royal family is a crime. There can be no more room for compromise. I don't care if you are a savior. Who needs one? As long as we have ephemera. Yes, the legend is but a relic. With this, O people, O world, bear witness to the revision of myth itself.
Yeah, I I know of most of this just from the fact that like I've played Phantasy Star 1 like twice. So I at least know enough to go, okay, wait, you know, I need to finally switch back to this. But like I can point, it's like this entire episode, well, episode 5, the whole point is this is a realm that's based upon a record of the entire universe kind of mixed and mingled together, and therefore characters from previous games kind of have a reference appearance. I am getting to point. I am clapping like a seal. I mean, you don't hear me clap. I guess I should clap. Yay, Alice Landell.
The battle for the Castrum Demonica is about to begin. We've confirmed deployment of the Arx Demonica and anticipate a fierce battle. Summon Buster Rams, destroy barriers, and destroy the Castrum Demonica upon interception.
Hey, that guy also has a Dreamcast.
My fingers crossed for you.
Let's make the Dreamcast kiss. Wait, no, they're fucking now. Damn it.
All personnel, prepare to commence battle.
You gotta collect the mana.
Don't forget to collect mana.
Yeah, there is a warriors slash a Musa, I would should say, rather than warriors. People understand it if you say Muso. Especially, you know, I kind of wish they would have more than like a few enemies. Oh no, it's the goblins. Wait, shit. Okay, it's fine. I'll just... Let me hit ya. Shit. Okay, I guess it's fine.
Mana readings are increasing.
Yeah.
Numbers are dropping.
I mean, it's what everybody's been saying, because like some Warriors games don't even have the Warriors title. So you really can't say Warriors. Like Dragon Quest is Dragon Quest Heroes rather than Dragon Quest Warriors, which is kind of weird since you have Dragon Warrior. And then of course the Berserk game is just known as Band of the Hawk.
The ram is being summoned.
I guess I get to dick around for 10 more seconds. Dragon Warrior Warriors. They're more they're powerful because they're double warriors. Okay.
Destroy the Arx Demonica.
Shit, come back here. No, come back here. Oh well, fine. I really need to invest in some fucking movement abilities. Wait. Shit. Look at those minotaurs that may or may not be Tauren. Wait, do I have to destroy the sword? Yeah, let's destroy the sword. Oh no! They're attacking one. I am. So I spent most of the day away. I had to go, I woke up kind of late, and then I had to go out and get food, like grocery shopping. So I didn't realize until like a couple hours ago that it's a direct tomorrow. Granted, I won't be streaming it because it's too early in the day. Just for the new Smash character. Which I still haven't bought the Season 2 pass. Mostly because so far, like, okay, Ming, whatever her name is, ARM's character. While interesting, I don't think is enough for me to go, yay, I will buy this without knowing what's in it. Unlike, you know, the last pass where, yeah, moment 1 with Joker, and even with Hero and Banjo, that was worth it. I don't like Byleth, but, you know, overall, I love the entire pass. But I haven't bought that Season 2 pass because I kind of want to see what the second character is. Oh, attack phase. Watch as somebody kills it before I even get up there. Yeah. But I really hope, we get, I mean, there's two things people have been saying. One has been, well, the one thing people have said that it could be is, it's a Monolith character since, Monolith Soft's anniversary is tomorrow as well. Which makes me go, yeah, it's gonna be Rex if that was it. Which, when my brother told me that, like, oh, it's Monolith Soft's anniversary yesterday, I went, yeah, no, if it's gonna be them, it would be Rex and Pyra and Mithra. And then my brother goes, well, I want Nia, and I just went, they don't allow cucks within Smash Brothers. Which is like, moment 1 of just, no, you won't get someone like Nia. But I sit there and I go, tomorrow is the day before Crash 4. It would be hilarious if what they showed was Crash 4. Or, sorry, Crash Bandicoot in Smash. Because it's almost funny in a way where, like, Crash 4 isn't on the Switch and probably won't come to the Switch anytime soon. Unless they really downgrade it and make sure it works. But it'd be funny if like, okay, PS4 and Xbox get new Crash Bandicoot game. Nintendo gets Crash and Smash.
Lutz managed to summon a Castrum Demonica to protect the royal capital. But to no avail, the Guardians struck it down. But Lutz refused to admit defeat. He fled into Coento Castle. Harriet's group pursued Lutz to put an end to the revolution. The setting? Coento Castle, the throne room. Here, the war ravaging the nation was to finally meet its end.
This cannot be. It can't. It can't. It can't! This can't possibly be right! The Castrum Demonica, the power of ephemera, defeated at the hands of man?
Lutz, you have nowhere left to run!
I'm not done. Once I destroy you all, my grip on the throne will be ironclad!
Such destructive power! Is this too the power of ephemera?
Even as a mere catalyst, this is what it's capable of. Now you see why our nations are all so interested in studying it.
This is no time to gloat!
Everybody did a cool dodge.
Damn this cursed flower!
The ephemera! Harriet!
Let's not get violent with my sisters now.
Plural?
I fought for the nation. Why do you oppose me? Harriet! Luther!
For the nation? Now there's a poor jest. In what way have your deeds served the people?
The nation and its people have no
Why are you focused on me? Oh.
That is why the savior of legend, the Guardian, sided with us.
Uncle.
Alice, of course. You can smite these fools and bring peace to the land.
That I cannot do. My sword and might have no place within this conflict.
My sword is a tool of justice.
Alice the Sword Maiden betrays me. Have you forgotten all I've done for you?
Please, Uncle, surrender. Your cause is not a just one, but mistakes can be rectified. Ply your skills for the good of the people and join hands with us once more.
Join hands? For the good of the people? You delude yourself, Sword Maiden.
Uncle.
Our power and intelligence serve one purpose, and one alone. They exist to be offerings to the land and the world. That is.
Oh no! I hope you're not going to resurrect the dragon.
Action? How stupid can a man be?
You'll all join me in death. The world must be destroyed. All of history must be destroyed.
Well, he's dead. I mean, he didn't see the body, but he pretty much got crushed.
I think we're trapped.
Sword. Legend. I call upon you now. Fleeting wings. I bid thee come forth. Exit.
Huh? Are we outside the castle?
Are we just in a random field?
Instead
teleportation? I thought there was no such sorcery.
There is but one method. The Sword Maiden calls upon the legend to work an ancient miracle.
I wasn't certain that would work.
We're outside the castle. Where outside the castle? I don't know. I can't see what the castle is. Oh, there it is.
Did you notice that?
What?
I didn't pick up any warning signs or anything. Not even Ark's technology could pull off an instant no-prep teleportation. Maybe it's something along the same lines as the magic that Alma uses.
Magic. What?
The castle!
His delusions of grandeur were his downfall. The throne Lutz so desperately craved will be his tomb.
What if he's calling a dragon? And you got some SG tickets. More SG to spend upon everything. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, we're still in chapter 1, so we'll just keep on going off of chapter 1.
What did you find, Varuna? Any sign of Lutz?
Did you find his body?
None that we could find, ma'am. It's safe to assume he was caught up in the collapse.
Find the body.
I see.
If you don't find the body, he isn't dead yet.
I am fine. I was ready for this. My uncle's madness was plain to see in his final moments.
Perhaps he was a smokescreen.
Huh?
What do you mean?
To me, as though he was being controlled by a far greater will.
What will would that be, Luther?
I can't be certain just yet.
It seems like such a profound will.
For a mere
A
dispute over
will
the
of
throne.
darkness.
This problem spans beyond our nation. Disaster looms over the whole world. Wouldn't you agree, Guardian?
We'll build a new kingdom. It'll have hookers and blow.
Cuento Castle and its pretender king were no more. In light of this, Harriet's first act was to proclaim that the capital would be relocated. With the royal capital in chaos following the castle's collapse, she established a provisional capital in a neighboring fortress city.
Ding ding.
As the people went about the process of relocating,
Quinto knew.
the issue remained unresolved: the lack of a royal heir.
Wait,
Only one
there's a
royal
mistake.
claim to the throne.
Look at the mistake.
Continually refused to accept.
Can you see it? It said Royale.
It's too
They misspelled
soon to
royal.
take the throne. Please, Luther, take my place.
No, you need to wear the corset.
No, this is your job. For one thing, my claim to the throne was stripped away. A fact that is very much public knowledge. To deny the people an heir would be to disappoint them. in
No,
their
it said New Quinto Royale.
Yet, it is your duty to bear the weight
ROYEL.
of the crown.
Must I really?
Maybe it'll be okay.
That is most reassuring to hear from you, Guardian. But
Harriet's pretty young. Don't you think it's a little too soon to give her that kind of responsibility?
There is no such thing as too soon or too late in matters of royal succession. Suitability is all that matters. Ease Artia to the east has a young child as their head of state.
Ease?
National symbol.
Damn. We're bringing Falcom into this, aren't we?
To the west has a divine queen who exceeded to the throne at 17. No older than you. Age is irrelevant. What matters is whether the would-be ruler has the resolve to devote themselves to their country. I have no such resolve. That's why I erred so grievously in my self-righteous research, and why I was stripped of my claim to the throne. But you, Harriet, you have that resolve, my sister.
No, no. I don't want to become famous. I don't want the big follows. So it's time to ban the bot. Ban bot banned.
Luther. Guardian. Very well. In the name of my royal line, I, Harriet Renata Reina Cuento, do hereby humbly accede to the throne. Guardian, I beseech you, illuminate our way and support us in our hour of need.
We need you to rid all of these things. Age is just a number in regards to ruling a country. You can have an 8-year-old rule the country. That's what they did in Warcraft.
I have a status report about the Quento Royal Army.
Well, look what that look, and nothing bad ever happened in Warcraft.
Some forces have left the military to become mercenaries or bandits, but not in any large numbers.
However, there are still castrum demonicas in the land. They will persist even if their summoners perish. They are not weapons that will simply fade away. We must continue destroying them. I hate to place this burden upon.
You can count on me. I'll do a bunch of busting if it makes me feel good.
We're searching for more people capable of using Buster Towers, but so far we have no prospects. Castrum Demonicas are born from the use of ephemera. Destroying them requires power on... For the Guardian to activate a Buster Tower without ephemera shows their power is easily on par. I meant nothing by it. I was simply stating the truth. If the truth bothers you, perhaps there's something weighing on your conscience.
You love deflecting, don't you? How about a simple thank you for once?
I think the fact that I don't even remotely question your background would show gratitude a plenty. Is that not enough for you?
Oh, forget it!
In addition, we've been investigating Lutz's followers to gauge their intentions. But in fact, most of them seem grateful you've ascended to the throne.
Oh, thank God that guy was out.
My uncle held things to his own personal standards, and often made unreasonable
Does that mean everyone's going to be happy with Harriet's revolution?
No.
I doubt things will go so smoothly. In a struggle for the throne, Cuento isn't a monolithic entity. There are others besides Lutz who extolled the virtues of ephemera. I'm sure such people will pay
No.
Which is why we must never let ourselves be seen as vulnerable.
We should never ever do it. Yeah, I know. It's really odd, but it reminds me of, like, as I said before, it reminds me of that weird Fire Emblem stuff. Because the way the game has been structured, at least through the English launch, has been, yeah, like, it's kind of like Heavy Chains Game 4 or 5. The game has been structured like this for a while, with these main stories and sub-stories, but this was introduced in this episode, in episode 5. And then it got back, I guess, ported, or retrofitted, I should say, with episode 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, when we finally got PSO2, we got episodes 1, 2, and 3 in their new form, which started with episode 5. And then episode 4, which already had a change, got retrofitted. And now this is the new one for 5 and episode 6. Which will probably be in another couple of months. which they have to pretty much put out episode 6 before, I think, March of next year anyways. Because March of next year is New Genesis, which is an entirely new, separate thing that takes place 1,000 years after Phantasy Star Online 2. So, essentially, right now, we now have... How should I put this? Phantasy Star Online 2 in English is finally in a place where it's not this weird mishmash of these parts aren't in, but these parts are. This is almost the game how it was when episode 5 came out. Because when episode 1, 2, and 3 came out, when this game came out in English, it had episode 5 story structure with classes from episode all the way up to episode 4. But you can only go up to, you know, the max level of episode 3. So it's this weird cobbled together thing. Or strip thing, I should say. But now we're at a point where everything makes sense. And in 2 months, we'll be caught up to Japan. Because recently, I think about a month ago, was their last patch for episode 6. So all they have to do is localize all of episode 6, push it out, and we are caught up with Japan. And they did that in about a year?
Feel free to keep calling me Harriet.
Lady Harriet! Lady Harriet! What's a ruler?
Well, a ruler is somebody who represents everybody in the land.
Are they big and important?
No, they're not big or important. They're the same as everybody else.
No, they're big and important, alright.
Ooh, are you a show-off, Lady Harriet?
Well, yes, I am a show-off. I'd be embarrassed to do it all by myself, so...
I can tell one thing, you're showing off.
Totally! Yeah!
I'm not going to point to it.
Yeah!
Lady Harriet!
Lady Harriet!
Lady Harriet!
I'm starting to think that these, like... They're set in such a way, yeah, it's like a VN, but it's also kind of like... a VTuber?
All these people flocking to her!
When they're just, like, idling there, and they're just, like, looking...
I wouldn't quite call it love. Prime Minister Lutz, that is, the former king, burning the people consumed.
Yeah, her corset. That's what she's showing off. I mean, corsets do sometimes accent certain other bodily parts.
The people are excited to be liberated from those burdens.
Areas of fat tissue.
That and I've often snuck out into town since I was a young girl, so people tend to know my face. They know my character as a politician. It is a relief to them. That is why they support me, and why I must live up to their expectations. This is the first step towards restoring our kingdom. Making the people happy is a king's most basic duty. And while I work to earn the trust people place in me, I have more duties besides. Luther and I still have a goal: to seal away ephemera for good.
Okay, I received a lambda grinder for all my work. Let's see. Let me... Oh! Hold on. Wait, no. Okay, so that should do with all of Chapter 1, it seems. Yeah, that's all of Chapter 1. Which is a good place, I guess, stop. So she's a populist? Seems like it. Now we're back in Ark's ship. There's Matoy. What does Matoy have to say? Oh. In real life, Luther didn't have a little sister. Okay.
Hello there.
Also, girl.
Goodbye.
Hello there.
Hello, Zhao.
Goodbye.
Let's see what's out here, out and about. We'll fuck around for a bit before I sign off. Whee! Also, I think I need to turn in something. Yeah, I do have a thing to turn in.
Been expecting you. Drop by anytime.
Oh, complete a daily order. I should go ahead and unlock this stuff. Well, that's a 200 SG from the month. All for some items. Something to sell. Let's see, what do we have for the month? Okay, robot parts, weird eye thing, Mel, robots, a skull mask. Oh yeah, it is Halloween, so I guess you can have. Whoops. Oh, it keeps on screwing up. Oh, it cycles. That's why it's doing that. Let's see what's over here. Oh my god, that is gaudy as fuck. Holy shit. Hey. Yeah! Magical girl. Her tits are out. Alright, I guess that's most of what's... Oh, and there's the cutscene. That decides the opening, because I always have these things opened.
What would you like to do?
I don't want to do anything right now. Anything else around? I guess because I have all the side quests done, it's not going to pop up with anything weird. Anyways. Yeah, no, this is Sakura Wars. They just... There's Sakura War mechs. Let's see. Oh, no, I bought one of those recently. Hold on. Where is it? Yep. Whoops, that's Spellpunk. Gonna take a second. Yeah! There we go. Look, we're the same. That's why there's a giant Sakura tree here. As well. But I mean, I never played Sakura Wars. I know there's that one that recently came out that seems to be more of a visual novel? With like characters drawn by Kubo Tite. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like I haven't done that. And is it a remake? Because like I thought it was like just another entry or something like that. But I know what you're talking about, but like I never played it. Maybe one day in the future when I get money, maybe I'll take some money from a stimulus and just But yeah, no, that'll be it for tonight. I did 3 hours. We'll continue more Phantasy Star Online to episode 5, story mode. Long ass fucking title because I have no other way of stating this on Monday. Tomorrow will be Zero Time Dilemma. We'll watch as more people die horrifically. And then Sunday will be more Serious Sam 4, which I hope to get another third of it done, or fourth of it done, let's just say. Because I stopped right when we can have fun vehicles. The French countryside level is a wonderful mission full of vehicles with an ever-expanded world that goes on forever and forever and forever. You can see the mountain and you can go to that mountain. Todd Howard, look. But anyways, yeah. Thanks for coming out. Stay safe and have a good night.